Hey everybody, welcome to Jim Crowley Outdoors Live. We said we were going to do a special show this week, and I'm going to tell you a couple other things we got coming up here in just a little bit. But as we get started, as always, we tell you that Jim Crowley Outdoors Live is brought to you by Dakota Lithium Batteries. So whether you're on the grid, whether you're off the grid, get rid of those old batteries. Come on, man, step it up. Go with the best, and that is Dakota Lithium. So proud to have them powering up our show. Now, tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk with a buddy of mine, Don Morse, who not only works for American Tackle, but he also heads up Autism Anglers. Now, a lot of you who watch this show understand that I support two charities most of the time, and one is Autism Anglers, the other one is Midwest Food Bank. Both companies do great things across our country for two completely different things. But I wanted to bring Don in tonight and talk about Autism Anglers. And with that being said, we're going to add our buddy here, Don, and Landon is there. We got special guest Landon. Landon, tell your dad to go do something. We'll talk to you. So, everybody, this is Don Morse, who heads up Autism Anglers, and that's his son, Landon. So, guys, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. He says, how are you doing? Good.
All right. Good. What's that, Landon? He's got a buddy with him. What's his buddy? Who's he got with him? Oh, all right.
Okay, let's put Penguin down. Let's talk to Jim.
Yeah, okay. So, hey, Don, I'm going to do something before we get into what Don does. I'm going to read. What I want to do is, and Don and I have talked about this before, that autism needs to be explained and understood for those of you who don't know what it is. And so I'm going to read the definition of autism, and then I'm going to ask Don a question after that. And the definition is autism spectrum disorder and autism are both general terms for a group of complex disorders of brain development. These disorders are characterized in varying degrees by difficulties in social interaction, verbal and nonverbal communication, and repetitive behaviors. Now, that is the book definition of autism. Don, as a father, I want you to, and for a family member who deals with it, because I know you've had some incredible experiences, I want you to say but how it moves or how it feels to you.
So, autism to me personally,
I think
autism to me is, those little quirks, just little things that make the individual who they are. Like Landon wouldn't be Landon without, the autism, or with what his quirks are, or what his needs are. It's little things like the meltdowns that people don't understand. It is unconditional love. This kid has no filter. He has no boundaries.
I love that.
He is a lover, aren't you?
And silly.
He's silly. But it is, it's that misunderstood thing.
Crowley.
Wait. So
yeah,
it's one of those things that, before Landon came along, before I started learning about autism, I was one of the normal people that would see a child, having a fit, or, and thinking, man, do better job of controlling your child. And it's not. I mean, a lot of the times they're having a meltdown, and that is just what that is overstimulation, and they don't know how to handle it. Over time, most autistics, they learn different things. They call it stimming. So it's stimulation. Landon has what we call happy flappy hands. He'll flap his hands, and because he's getting overwhelmed, and it's learning this stuff and spreading it. But really, to me, autism is, especially with him, and really high functioning, so smart, so happy. That's what we get. Even though we get the little quirks, like we drive 3 hours to go someplace, and we have to turn around and go home because he's just had enough. So, but it's those little things, it's those little quirks. It's been quite the learning experience. My wife and I have learned so much over the years, and I know I've become a lot better person. He has taught me patience, unbelievable patience.
Well, I've got to say something
Well,
What's that, Landon?
don't do that when we go to hotels.
No,
Then we don't turn around and go home when we're at a hotel.
we have.
Yeah.
When you were
Yeah.
younger.
Hey, I wanted.
More.
I try not to.
Yeah, I want to tell a story about Landon that I absolutely love, and I was there with Don, and we were all having dinner together. Don, you've got to tell him about his song list because that blew me away. I've never felt so dumb and so stupid sitting next to a young child that could recall. That was amazing. And so just tell the story. That's amazing to me. Still is.
So yeah, at that time when we had met with you, what was that, 3 years ago now, I think, he was really into song
Yeah.
lists. And we would put together a playlist on the phone, and it would be he would pick 20 different songs from 10 15 different Disney movies or children's movies, and they would be all out of order. I mean, they wouldn't make any sense, right? They would just be a random song. And I think he had 20 lists at that time, so he had 20 different lists with 10 to 20 songs each on them. I don't know that. And you could ask him what's on playlist number 6, song 4, and he would tell you what the song is. And you could say playlist 16, song 8, and he would tell you exactly what song it is.
And then right after that, Don would go, Jim, do you remember where the front door is? And I'd go, no, I have no idea.
Exactly. I would put the list together for him, and he would tell me what songs he wanted. I'd put it together and save it. And I immediately forgot all, what order they were in. He would tell me, no, that's for song 3. No, that's song 8. It's like, so he hasn't been on the playlist much lately. But and it's everything that he gets passionate about. He knows everything about. Before the songs, it was animals. The kid knew. We would go to zoos, and he would tell the zookeepers about the animals, where they came from, what they ate. What
incredible.
So he takes definitely everything that he is new to him is a passion, and he runs with it and learns everything there is to know about it.
And that is so cool. We got to say hi to some people here that just joined us. Rick Reed. Hi, Rick. Tony. Hi, Tony. Thanks for joining us. There's my lovely wife, Rhonda. She said, hi, guys. Make sure she says hi to Landon. And there you go. There you go. Landon remembers Rhonda. Everybody remembers Rhonda. That's why. Yeah. Jim Colba. How you doing, Jim? Okay. Hey, Rick Reed has a question for you, Don. He said, do you run the program Autism Anglers, and how many are in the group? Don, go ahead.
Yeah, so Autism Anglers, I do run that. I founded it and I'm the president. It is a nonprofit organization. What we do is we actually supply free fishing gear to all applicants that are on the spectrum. Children, adults, it doesn't matter. So that's what we've been doing for the last few years is supplying free fishing gear. We've sent out thousands and thousands of pounds of tackle. Also use the platform for spreading the word about what autism really is. And, we share little memes, things like that, mostly all on social media. We have a website, autismanglers.org. We post a little bit on there. I need to update it again. We have, so we have Instagram, and we just try to get the word out there about what it is. And we're targeting anglers. And the reason for targeting anglers is that's what I've always done. I mean, I've been fishing since I was 2. I've been in the fishing business since I was 16, and that was a long time ago. As far as how many are in the group, it's pretty much my wife and I that run the day-to-day operations, and we do have a board. And then we send to, we work with people all over North America. So all of US and Canada, we send gear to.
Don, one of our viewers, Jim Colba, who's been a fan of the show. Jim, thanks for joining us again. And he wants to know, do you accept used donated gear?
We do. I had to tell you, though, right now we are overrun with soft plastics. We are overrun with fishing rods. We're always needing terminal tackle, hooks, bobbers, crankbaits. Hard baits are hard to get. I mean, I've got I don't know how many thousands of pounds of soft baits right now. People donate it, and we have a few companies that send us stuff. One of the big things that we're always needing definitely is funding for postage. I mean, we buy boxes, we send it out. It has been before U.S. mail just raised the rates again. Normally costs us around $8 to $10 just to ship a box because we pack it full of 2 to 3 pounds of tackle. So that's a big thing. So, you know, that's a huge part of it. We are working on some big things right now. We're working on some complete kits, so we don't have to go through and dig through bins of tackle and put things together. So we're working on some pre-done kits, thanks to a huge donation we just recently received. So that's one of the things we're working on. And then kids will also be receiving a rod and reel. One of the new things we're also working on is what we call autism fishing. So that's our Awesome Anglers program is the tackle. We're working on awesome fishing. We're starting to gather guides, and we're going to be able to pay for them to take an applicant and a family member out on a guided fishing trip.
That's cool.
In the US and Canada.
That's very cool. I'll let you guys know, I posted up there that we're going to do a big announcement. And here's what it is. So as we talked about in the beginning of the show, is that I like to support Autism Anglers. We also support Midwest Food Bank. This year, what I want to do for Autism Anglers, guys, is I want to auction off my jersey. This is the one we use that we're going to use during show season this year. It's basically a one-of-a-kind jersey. Okay, that's it right there. When I did it last year, we raised $400 for this jersey. So you can leave comments below if you're interested in it. I'm going to show you another little bit of the jersey right here so you can see it. Try to see it. There you go. So you can see the jersey right here. I haven't even worn this one. This is one we got this year just to match the blue one that I wore on the show this year. So we are going, here's the thing. We want to raise money for Autism Anglers. Every single dime, every single thing that is raised by this, the check will be made to Autism Anglers. Okay. So here's what you got to do. Either leave a comment below or private message me. And last year we raised $400 on this jersey. If we beat that this year, if we do $500 on this jersey, if we raise it, we will, hey, if it goes to $200, we'll take $200. But if we go to $500, guys, I will include a massive tackle pack with all kinds of cool stuff for you guys in there. So I really want to try to help and raise more money for Autism Anglers for that terminal tackle they need, just for other things. Don's put his heart and soul in this, and this has grown tremendously. We've been praying about this. We want this to grow bigger. And I figure there's no better place to come to help out a little bit than the JCO Live audience, because you guys are always helping out. I've got people commenting. Now, Jim Colba said he will start at 200. Jim, love you. Thank you very much. All right. So
Rick Reed wants to know our address. Rick, if you could go to the Autism Anglers page on Facebook, and we'll message it to you. Or you can hit us up at autismanglers@yahoo.com, and we'll make sure you get the address. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we're gonna run this for a week. Okay, so at the end of next week, we are gonna make an announcement to who is gonna win this jersey. Like I said, our goal is 400. I would love to have 500. And then I think Don will probably throw in a couple things too, but I will throw in a really, really cool tackle pack with stuff from Rapala, stuff from VMC, plastics from Shields. I'll throw in some Jim Crowley Outdoors live gear. I will make it well worth your while if we get to 500. So far, the bid is at 200, but you can private message me. You don't have to put it on here. You can do that. Just private message me at Jim Crowley. You can do that. We'll take bids all the way up to next week. We will run this for a week. If we go past 500, then Don and I are really going to have to do something. But if we get to that 500 mark, we're going to do some really cool stuff for you guys. And Don, do me a favor. We're going to go back and talk about the shirt again in a little bit. Again, I want to thank Dakota Lithium for sponsoring this show. Dakota Lithium is the best. They are fantastic. They're the first one to hop on with us here, and we thank Dakota Lithium so much for that. Don, I want to hear a story from you. Just thinking the first story that comes to mind, that somebody that was affected by you handing out that fishing gear that people have donated, and what did it do to your heart? What do you think it did to that family? First one comes to your mind, buddy.
Oh man, there's so many. I mean, I got a request from a family. They had all their fishing gear stolen out of their garage, and the young man, I believe he was like 6 or 7 years old. He just lived and breathed fishing. That was his thing. So everybody on the spectrum, they have their thing, and his was fishing, and he was devastated that he had no gear. So we dug through, sent him a rod, reel, a bunch of tackle. It definitely tugged at our heartstrings, and we got some smiling pictures of him out fishing and just absolutely blown away. And that's something that when I started this, almost 4 years ago, the smiles and the pictures I was getting back and the thank yous, I didn't have any idea that it would grow to this. And it's amazing what it's done. And also on the raffle, I heard it through the grapevine that American Tackle is going to throw in a spinning rod and reel if it gets over $600.
All right, guys, you heard that there. All right, if we go over 600, American Tackle is going to throw in a brand new rod and a brand new reel. Okay, just so you know. And I think this thing could get pretty big. Ray Rutledge just chimed in. Ray, thanks for joining us again. He's another great guy who watches the show all the time. He said, my 4-year-old grandson has autism. Huge props on what you were doing, Don.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you know what? This is something else we're going to lead up to right now, guys. So if some of you have not been to the Autism Anglers website, I think Don has a challenge for you.
I do.
So Don, go ahead, buddy. Let them know what's up.
All right. So I want you to comment on this video. I want you to go there and find one child on there and their name. There's a bunch of children's pictures on there. Just pick one and the name, drop it on here, and we're going to send you, Jim's going to pick a name, and we're going to send you a free Autism Anglers hat.
There you go. Now, to do that, it's autismanglers.org.
Autismanglers.org.
So go there right now if you want to. Go there right now, and Don, repeat it one more time. We had a couple more people just join in. So what do they have to do?
So go to autismanglers.org, find a picture of a child holding a fish. There's a bunch of them on there, and just drop one of their names on this feed.
All right. So first person to do that, first person to do what Don just said, we are going to, again, love the hat. That's great, guys. Great comments. But if you want to
go to the website, you can also click on our store. My wife, Janine, our vice president and co-founder, she ships orders out every day. So make sure you load her up. And
if you go to Autism Anglers right now and you want to order something, here's a code to get 10% off. Put in the code JC10 and you get $10 off. Remember, that money goes toward Autism Anglers. 10%. So what's that?
10% off.
Yeah, 10% off. Right, 10% off. Okay. So with that being said, we got another couple comments here. Jim Colba dropped in. He said, Chris.
That's one of them.
That's it. Jim, guess what? You win the hat. Jim is dropping a couple names. Jim, you already won. It's good, buddy. You're all good. So, Jim, if you would, I'll message you after the show. I'll get your address. I'll forward it to Don, and Don will get you an Autism Anglers hat. Now, so just so you guys know, we're shooting for $400. Okay, that's what we're shooting for. If we hit 500, I'm going to throw in a massive tackle pack of cool stuff. And I think Don will probably even throw in one or two things too. But I'm going to throw in a huge tackle pack. We get to $600. You're going to get my jersey. You're going to get the tackle pack. And you're going to get a brand new rod and reel from American Tackle.
Absolutely.
All right. So just so you know, and I'm going to go do an announcement later this week, and we're going to rehash it and let everybody know. But if you want to help out a great organization like Autism Anglers, guys, this is just, everybody has their places where this heart is. Don is a very good friend of mine. My heart is, as I said, with Autism Anglers and with Midwest Food Bank. We might even do something later in the year with Midwest Food Bank. But right now, I think it's, and thank you for, look at all these comments coming on. Guys, thanks for all this, because every one of you that goes to the website and finds out more about Autism Anglers, it just needs to be understood. And the more we understand about autism, Don made a great point before when he said it changed who he was, it changed his heart. By any of us helping out, we understand we can't cure everything, we can't solve every problem. I don't believe that's what God put us here for. I believe God put us here to help one another out. And Don's been a very, very good friend of mine. I love him and his family. A lot of you are affected by autism as well. And so we thought it was important, both as anglers, that we should bring it to a great group of anglers who watch this show and just talk about Autism Anglers, how important it is, what the work they're doing, how important it is. It's making kids feel like kids, which they are. And it's giving them things that they can go out and fish, enjoy their passions from our hearts, from your heart, from my heart, from Don's. That's why this has started. And that's why it is growing so big, because it's done in the right way. So if any of you don't want to know more about Autism Anglers, Don, please tell them where they can go.
So go to autismanglers.org. That's the website. Go to Autism Anglers on Facebook, Autism Anglers on, we're about everywhere.
Instagram.
Instagram. I don't do it enough. I need to, I need to do that more. But the Facebook page, we're always active on the Facebook page. And the website, and you can always reach us at autismanglers@yahoo.com for any questions.
Oh, there you go. Guys, I don't think it could be said any better than that. And tell Landon, thanks for joining us today. That was a nice surprise. He's going to get a big head now because he was on.
Oh, yeah.
He was on a podcast.
He loves you, Mr. Jim.
I love him too. Hey guys, I'm going to let Don go. Thanks for coming on, buddy. I really appreciate it. Y'all stay tuned. I got a couple more things to tell you before we end here tonight. So my friend, God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.
God bless you. Take care.
All right. Guys, thank you so much tonight for joining us. This was great. And everybody who chimed in tonight, remember, if you want to raise the bid on there, just private message me, or you can put it in the feed here. I'll also do another video later this week to show you the shirt more in detail. As I said, our goal is 400. If we get to 500, we're going to include a tackle pack. If we get to 600, American Tackle, who is I'm so proud to be working with them. American Tackle is going to throw in a rod and reel, which is well over $100 and something combo. I know which one it is, and it's a fantastic rod and reel. And so we're going to try to grow this as much as we can. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. I want to thank Dakota Lithium, as always, for helping us put this show on. We have some big announcements coming. As always, this show just keeps growing and growing, and I have to thank all of you for it, because it's because of you. It's because of all of you keep chiming in, commenting on the show, sharing this when you can. I do want to show you another guest that's coming up. Next week, we're not going to have a show, but the following week, pro angler Justin Lucas is going to join us on the show. That should be a whole lot of fun. I'm looking forward to talking with Justin, and we got a couple other great guests lined up in the coming weeks. So as always, you can find out more here on Facebook. We'll always keep you updated on the Jim Crowley Outdoors Facebook page. So thank you so much tonight for joining us. I really appreciate all of you giving us a little bit of your time, sitting and spending some of your time with us tonight and learning a little bit more about Autism Anglers. Until next time, I'm Jim Crowley. God bless you. We'll see you soon.